Yes, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to you, our viewers. Thank you very much for joining us today. Yes, we are here again. We are here to talk about business and life generally. My name is Michael Esosa Agho-Olomu, and I am the face behind esosaago-olomu.com. I'm not here alone today, but first of all, I just want to say that to give honor to it is due. I have a business partner who is joining me today. Before I introduce myself further, I want to quickly bring in my business partner so she can introduce herself to you today. Thank you. Please come in. Sister Yuji,
Hi,
please introduce
everyone.
yourself.
Hello, everyone. Good evening from Belgium. Thank you for having me on your platform, Bro Mike. My name is Yuji, and I'm the face behind Yuji Chika's page. And I'm originally from Nigeria. I live in Belgium with my daughter. She's about 3 years old. And I work full time as a business analyst, and I run my digital business on part-time basis. Yeah, so that's who I am. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sister Yuji.
Yeah.
Like I said, my name is Michael Eswesago, and I'm a father of three beautiful children and a husband to the most beautiful woman in the world. Uh, I live in this beautiful country called Sweden, and yes, I'm also originally from Nigeria. I'm trained as a logistics analyst, but I currently work as a CNC operator. And yes, I do have my own digital business too. Uh, Today we have something interesting to discuss with you guys because we the times we are living in are not the most favorable ones for the
Mhm.
regular 9 to 5 workers. Like you heard Sister Yuji say just a while ago, she's a mother and she works. She
Mhm.
has her own 9 to 5 and then she has her side hustle. The same thing with me. I work too. I'm a father. I work. I'm a husband, and yes, I understand the fact that we cannot afford to live from paycheck to paycheck.
Mhm.
So, in order to get some things that will make the family really be worth its while for the children and the missus, and for Sister Yuji, uh, uh, for her daughter and herself, of course, she has a lot more. She has to have a side hustle so that she too cannot depend on paycheck from paycheck to paycheck. So that is
Yeah.
why today we are coming to discuss something that I believe everybody should start looking into. If you're not into it, you start looking into it. Sister UJ,
Mhm.
please, can you just talk to us about uh, what business and investment mindsets mean to you?
All right. Thank you, Bro Sosa, for that opportunity. Before I delve in, I will just, say a little bit of who we are, what we have been doing. So we are basically attraction marketers, and what we do by attraction marketers is simply, helping people start and run a successful online business. People in the category that would say, I need more, in summary, I need more financial aid to be able to balance a better economic lifestyle. And we do this through advertising and get a high ticket compensation. So this is basically what we do. Now, business and investment mindset. This is a very interesting topic because everybody is becoming to have an investment mindset, even people in the university and students, everybody, you understand. And then we all do know that for a business to thrive, or for you, even for you to have a business, you must have an investment mindset, right? If you don't have the ability to invest, then you won't be able to start a business, so basically, for instance, before you invest, you need to be able to do your feasibility studies, find out what you're investing in, find out the kind of business or project you want to invest in. And then if you establish the business,
Oh, there are some technical glitches for Sister
Yeah.
Yuji. Yeah, she's
Can
back
you?
with us. Yes, you are
Yeah.
back with us now.
All right.
Sorry
Sorry.
for that.
Sorry for that. So I was saying that the first thing is to identify that the business or or the project you want to invest in, and then look for diverse means to be able to invest. What it will take you to invest. Of course, there's the capital aspect of it. There's the resources aspect of it, human resources, which would be you or whoever else that is running the business with you, or other people who are already in the business or are doing similar things that can give you some guide. Yes, the material and information gathering aspect of it. The material aspect of it means that are there material resources that you need to gather, and there is also of course, I said that if I already said knowledge gathering or information gathering aspect of it. All of those things are the requirements that you need to, gather, to be able to, determine whether you're going to invest or that will help you to invest wisely, basically. But the most important thing is that you have to have the ability to take risk. There is no business person who would not take risk. And when I mean risk, I mean calculated risk. You would have weighed all the options surrounding, the investment that you want to run. For instance, I'll give you an analogy of two people who have two different perspectives and mindsets towards investing and starting a business. One person invested in a business and the business didn't go well. And the person says, because this business did not go well, I'm not going to try again. And the person stops everything about business. But another person said, I invested in this business and it failed. But he stepped behind, took a step backward and he went back to his drawing board. Why did my business fail? What mistakes did I do? Did I make enough research? Did I do enough due diligence? Did I talk to enough people who are already experts or succeeding in this area that I want to venture? So he made all this analysis, going back to his drawing board, doing his research very well, taking the necessary training that he needs to take to, update his knowledge about the business, did a lot of researches online to be able to know where he did wrong and what he can, how he can overcome the hurdles that he already faced before. So he came back arming himself with a lot of updated information, updated himself with information, with academics or education, with partnering with people who are already there to guide him, getting a mentor or an accountability partner. And he went back to business and then he strived. So you see, this person does not have an investment ability, the first person, because he just stopped at where he failed. But the other person said, I'm not going to let my failure stop me. I'm going to see how I got it wrong and try to do it again. Another person, I have another analogy about two people who were trying to invest in a business. Both of them are all 9 to 5 people. They have their job and they all have one source of income. And like you all know, we are now in an era where everybody is looking for another means of income. In fact, multiple streams of income. People do realize that in these days and age that we can no longer survive on one source of income. So everybody is looking for diverse ways to be able to find a legitimate means of earning. So one person said, I have saved up to XYZ thousand euros. Now, I want to get to invest in a bigger project, but it will take me another 3 years to be able to save up money to invest. So I'm going to gradually save up money in the next 3 years to add to the XYZ thousand euros that I already have in my account. Meanwhile, some other external and internal factors that are unplanned would be seeking his attention, that he will be withdrawing from his savings to attend to and putting back, withdrawing, putting back, withdrawing, putting back. And sometimes he's not even able to, and if he's not able to, bring the money back to the total, the initial amount. And the other person said, I have XYZ thousand of euros to invest, but it would take me 3 years to be able to have the lump sum to run the project that I want to run. But I have discovered another means that I can invest. I've done my feasibility study. I've done my due diligence. I've done my research. I've taken the trainings. I am now equipped. I've seen people doing it and it's working for them. I have an accountability partner. I have a support system if I try. Rather than waiting to save up in another 3 years, I have the initial capital to be able to invest in something else. I am willing, based on the research I have done, to invest the XYZ thousand of euro I have, knowing that within 10 months or within 1 year or maximum 2 years, I will start having returns, gain my capital and have returns. And then he went ahead to invest while this person is busy saving. 3 years later, he has made a lot of returns to even purchase the project that he wanted and still have more in his account to do some other things. But this person is still busy saving, withdrawing, saving, withdrawing, saving, withdrawing. So you see the two people. One absolutely can see, ahead. One absolutely is ready to take all the risk, calculated risk, I would say again. One absolutely has a different mindset of investing and has the heart to go into business. So you see, these are the approaches that or analogy that I can use to explain who a business person is and who another business person that has an investment mindset or has the ability to invest. That's it from me, Rabbi.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You actually just you nailed you hit the nail on the head, if I would say like that.
Yeah,
You see, one of the things I learned from a late father is that there is an opportunity in every misfortune.
yeah.
Now, if uh, if you have a business mindset, if you have an investment mindset, no matter how difficult it may
Mm-hmm,
seem, uh, I let me just quickly run. When I moved to Sweden, I was living in the city called Malmo. It's the
mm-hmm,
southernmost part of Sweden, the border town to Denmark. Uh, had some fellow Nigerians that I met there, and one of them was really very bitter. So,
mm-hmm,
what are you doing in this country? You are educated. You shouldn't come to a country like Sweden. What are you going to do here? There's no job, nothing to do here. I thought to myself, well, how long have you been living here? Yeah, I've been living for 5 years. I've been living here for about 5, 6 years. There's nothing to do. So look, what have you tried? What have you not tried?
mm-hmm,
What are the opportunities here? You cannot speak the language. You've lived in a country for 6 years. You can't speak a word of Swedish. How is that possible? So I started studying first with the language and then studying. And within 1 year, I could communicate. I was not fluent, but I could communicate very well in Swedish.
mm-hmm,
And then uh, I was informed by a friend about a job opportunity in the northern part of Sweden. And then I
mm-hmm,
told my friends, "Say, look, I got the job opportunity in the northern part." And they said, "Are you crazy?" That was the first, even my Swedish friends. "Are you crazy? People in the north are moving down here because it is extremely cold up there. And you want to go there from the south where we barely have snow." I said, "But
mm-hmm,
I'm not here to live on government handouts. I don't want to have my name written in the people that are getting government handouts. If I get a
mm-hmm.
job in the north, I will move to the job." Uh,
Yeah.
I moved, and when I sat for my interview, the lady was amazed. She said, "How long?" She asked me how long I've lived in Sweden. I told her, "Look, I've lived here about 10 months." She said, "Look, I've interviewed people who've lived in the country for 10 years and they don't speak as much Swedish as you can in 10 months."
Yeah.
Of course, I got the job. Uh, I'm still with the company. I worked in different departments and rose through different ranks. I'm still with the same company. But what I'm trying to bring out is this. Uh, not everybody has the mindset for growth or
For growth.
success.
Yeah,
Not
that's right.
everybody have the mindset for business.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm looking at you, if I'm looking at it, if I'm hearing a discussion or having a discussion with you, and you're talking about something, I am looking at what is the business part of it. What is the good thing am I supposed to get from this? That is
Mm-hmm.
business.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at it. That is what my father did because I moved through Nigeria, around Nigeria. Actually, there's hardly a place I can go to now in the east, in the west, north. Okay, in the south, not so much. Sorry, in the western part, Yoruba speaking area, not so much. But every other part of Nigeria, I moved around and made friends, and all because
Mm-hmm.
of business. Now,
Yeah.
um, in this day and age, when you've done your due diligence in any ventures, there is risk in anything you want to do in life. Like
There
my
is.
father
Yeah.
will always say, the moment you wake up and you get up from your bed or you put your feet on the ground, there is risk in every step you take.
Mm-hmm.
So are you going to remain in bed because you could hit your toe on the chair as you're walking to the kitchen, or you want to get a cup of tea, you spill a little hot water in your hand? Those are all risks, but those are calculated risks. Those are things you have to surmount to go on in life. Now,
Mm-hmm.
bringing it back home to business, uh, even the Bible encourages us to invest.
Mm-hmm.
Just to buttress that point, I'll just show you two verses I came across in Ecclesiastes. It said, invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8, for you do not know what disaster may come upon the land. Now, what is that saying? What is the Bible saying? If you have money in your hands or in your bank account,
Mm-hmm.
as long as that money is cash, there's a limited time it can stay the same. And if you have 100,000 euro, the moment you take €1 out of it, you no longer have 100,000 euro.
Yeah. 99 cents, even 1 cent.
Yes, it starts to go down. For every
Mm-hmm.
€1, it starts to go down. But when you take that same 100,000 euro and you say, this is a business idea, okay, there are risks involved. Okay, what can I do? And you put the money in there, then it's possible you go on and become a millionaire in a short possible time. It's possible you run at a loss. But
Mm-hmm.
that is where the other part of our discussion comes in. What do you do
Yeah.
when your business does not come to the expected end? What do you do? How do you fight back? How do you regroup? You find the answer quickly back there in the same Ecclesiastes. Say, whoever watches the wind will not plant, and whoever looks at the clouds will not reap. What is that simply saying? You will have the tide coming against you at some times, but do
Mm-hmm.
you back down and lay down and never get up? Or do you regroup and look at the ways to go out of it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, part of being a businessman, for you to be in business, you have the entrepreneurial mindset. Now,
Yeah.
for you to be a successful business person, you must have an entrepreneurial resilience. What is that saying? It's saying that how you meet your setbacks, how you confront
Mm-hmm.
it. Sister
Yeah.
Yuji talked about uh, taking a step back and looking at the things you did wrongly when you started a business idea, when you embarked on even your regular 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible you will come against some problems and you have to take a step back. Now,
Mm-hmm.
for you to be successful in business, you have to have that entrepreneurial resilience and how to navigate your growth or get your growth mindset. There's a word I saw a short while ago. It was talking about the mama bear approach. You see the bear in
Mm-hmm.
the bush.
Mm-hmm.
When anything goes close to the cubs, the mama bear doesn't care if it is a huge lion or a head of lions or the biggest male bear is going to face that thing head on. Just like mothers generally, mothers will run towards that danger, while fathers will be cautious and try to walk towards it gradually. Mothers will run into it without thinking. That is the mother bear a mama bear approach I'm talking about. So for you to be successful in business, you have to build that entrepreneurial resilience. That means that you have to to have adaptability. You have to be able to
Mhm.
adapt to situations. So if you tried one way, it's not going okay. You were using the red button to paint your pictures. Now suddenly you say that red button is not appealing to people anymore. Okay, what do you do? Okay, what is appealing to people? You check. You
Mhm.
adapt to what is the in thing. And if you bring that to our business, these days most people do their shoppings online.
Yeah.
Most people do their shoppings online. They do their contact. Even I know a lot of people that have gotten their life partners through the online meeting online and all that. Yes, it's one of the things these days. Now you have to adapt. You have to turn back, look at it. Okay, where is the tide flowing now? Okay, you flow with the tide
Yeah.
so that you can come long. And then the next thing you have to do to succeed as a business person, you have to persevere. You have to perseverance is the greatest key. You have to persevere. You have to stay focused on it. Like for example, when I started this business, uh, apart from having my regular job, I said earlier I'm a father of three children. I'm a husband. I'm also a football coach. I
Mm.
have activities in church that I participate in that, and I have responsibilities in church too. So all this I have to try to fit into my time.
Mm.
So at one time I was not fully locked in on my business. What that simply meant was that the output level went down.
Yeah.
It went down. Now later I started trying to make out time. Okay, this at this time I'll be able to do this. At this time I'll be able to do this. Like I told Sister UG before we started, I I was up till 4 a.m. this morning trying to get prepared for this go live. So that is
Mhm.
more than 12 hours
Ego.
before time I was awake trying to make sure we have a very good presentation today. Now, those are the kind of things you need to put together for you to classify yourself as a successful businessman. And just to round up and give Sister Yuji the opportunity to come into this other part of it, uh, there is this man, the founder of Alibaba Express.
Mhm.
He was giving a talk one time, and then he talked about how many jobs he applied for and he was rejected. And then how many businesses he tried to start up that never got off the ground, and the ones that even lifted up that eventually failed until he founded Alibaba. Today, he's classified as one of the most successful businessmen in the world. He's
Yeah.
looked up to, but if he had just backed down and say yeah and give up, then he would not be anywhere today.
That's right.
He would not be anywhere today. We will not hear about Alibaba, the good things that people are able to do using that platform, Alibaba. We will not have it today. And he will not be the man he is today. So that is to be successful in business, you have to have that investment mindset. And then to keep growing, you have to have the entrepreneurial resilience and how to navigate your growth mindset. So Yuji, what's your
That's
take on that part
that's.
of
I
it?
mean, you've said a whole lot of things. In fact, you've actually also imparted me, and I'm sure that our audience are also imparted in your knowledge. But for also for me, I'll use myself as an example. You know, in one of my interviews with one of our business partners, I told the person that sometimes you need to watch success and your success routine. For me, the times that I have really succeeded in life in different areas were times I passed through challenges. In fact, I like it when is that the right word to use? I am more motivated. Let me rephrase. I am more motivated when people challenge me.
Mm.
I am more motivated when I'm there.
Yeah.
And that I have a very passionate spirit that characterizes in me that when I am challenged or dare, I would like to prove you wrong in a good way. So when I relocated to Belgium, right, it was difficult. The cultural shock, the language, like you said, I kind of resonate with you when you said you had to learn the language.
Yeah.
I went to visit a friend, and that friend and his partner told me, Yuji, I'm sorry, but Belgium is not for you. You have to relocate to England. And I'm like, there are people, when I go to offices and see people who look like me, holding some, positions or just sitting behind the computer, behind the screen and typing. I'm like, it's someone that gave birth to this person. They don't have two heads.
Yeah.
If they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
So you see, I've gotten to to the peak of my career in Nigeria as a human resource generalist before I relocated to Belgium. Up to today, it's still very difficult for me to practice my profession because of the language barrier. I'm
Yeah.
supposed to understand the labor law, interpret it in Dutch. But you know what I said? Apart from being a human resource generalist, I have sales experience, marketing experience, I have consulting experience, and customer service experience. But I still cannot work as a salesperson or a customer service person because all these regular interference or interface with customers, and I have to speak at least the either Dutch or Belgium or French or German. Sometimes they require French, German, and and Dutch. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow.
No.
But I knew that I didn't do. The only thing I could do was to clean as do a cleaning job. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with cleaning. Don't get me wrong. But I knew I was more than that. I had my first degree in accountancy, had my master's degree in management, and I have several years of experience working, in my career and different other professional qualifications. So I knew that cleaning was absolutely not for me. But I had to start from somewhere, especially when I was in dear need for money. So I had to work as a cleaner for a couple of months. But you know what? While I was working as a cleaner for a couple of months, I used that as a stepping stone. I was still taking my Dutch classes. I was
Yes.
still doing some trainings behind. In fact, to do some professional training means that I would study Dutch to a certain level before I am qualified to do some professional trainings because those trainings were going to be in Dutch.
Yeah.
While I was cleaning houses, I was learning Dutch. I was going for driving school theory lessons too.
Mm.
So in a day, those were all the things that I was doing. And I would get home at almost 10 p.m. because my days are all, packed with activities of self-development.
Yeah.
Because I knew that I had a price tag and my eyes were focused. So what I did was I killed every distraction and fed my focus. It was very challenging to get to the position I am as a business analyst. But that is the resilience spirit.
Yeah.
The same resilience spirit you apply in your career, you can apply it in business.
Yeah.
You will tell yourself, nothing is going to stop me. When I passed my driving theory exams, I have just lived in Belgium for 8 months and I have studied Dutch for 2 months. For 6 months. I took that theory exam one time in Dutch and I passed it one time. Anybody who is an immigrant that lives in either in Netherlands or in Belgium knows what it means to write a driving school theory exam in Netherlands. I'm passing it one time. How much less somebody who just relocated to the country within 8 months and studied the language for 6 months, right? I did not let anything stop me. I mean, you talked about somebody who submitted a lot of CVs. I took
Yeah.
count. I submitted 100 CVs. Out of those 100 CVs, I only had three interviews. I only had three interviews, and I had 90 rejections.
Yeah.
90 rejections, 7 people did not even come back to me to give me an answer and my reply.
Feedback.
And out of the 3 interviews I had, one accepted me. And that was how I broke into the labor market in Belgium.
I
And
mean,
this is my second job in Belgium, working with multinational.
yeah,
It took me a lot of time. I knew, all the time I was trying. In fact, out of those 3 interviews, one of them, after they asked me to give my elevators pitch, I spoke for almost 5 minutes, talking everything I could say in Dutch. And what the woman told me was, wow, you have a very big English accent. And it immediately killed my spirits. My other performance I already knew I wasn't going to get that job, because I'm like, how can I sound so impressive and you're looking at my accent? Hello, I told you in my introduction that I've just been in Belgium for 1 year. I lived all my life in Nigeria, Africa. Even in that Nigeria, Africa, I have an accent. I'm an Igbo girl. When I talk,
yeah,
you will know that I'm from Igbo.
yeah.
So, but I kept pushing, and I'm reaping the success now.
That is it.
When I joined my business, when I joined our online business, there were some strategies that I applied that was not working. I went back to the drawing board and I tried something else, and it was working. So you cannot be stagnant to succeed. If you want to navigate and through and have a growth mindset and have a resilient spirit, you can't be you must be a moving train, because that's how a business mind works. You have, even as a business person, in your sleep, you're strategizing what other things should work. You
That is
don't
true.
stop.
That is
Because you
true.
actually stop learning. When you stop learning, it means like you can't grow anymore, because we learn every day. So
Yes,
that's it.
actually. Thank you very much. Actually, so, just for that, somebody said, it was in a radio program in Nigeria way back. He said, the day you stop learning is the day you die. The day you stop
Absolutely, I
learning
agree.
is the day you die. That
I
is
agree.
not dying or the day you are going to die. It is the day you
Hmm.
die.
Yeah.
Uh, I just want to quickly appreciate some of our viewers. We have
Okay.
Sister AG. AG is watching us from Texas. Thank you very much for your support. We have some others, but they are not. We have somebody who's watching us from the US also.
Okay.
Uh, yes, sorry, from Canada. She's right from Canada, not the US, but they are not letting us know where they are watching from. But I can see them.
Okay.
Please we are going to be running off very soon, very very soon.
Hmm.
We're running off. Um, you see, the my elder sister, she had this saying that she used to tell me. She always encouraged me with when I was young. She would say that the greatness of a man is not in never falling. Thank you very
Hmm.
much, Ubi Obanosa. She's the person I just spoke about watching us from Canada. She's the one
Okay.
saying hello right now. Thank you very much for responding. Please write where you're watching from so that our viewers can see you too. Uh, uh, as she used to say that the greatness of a man is not in never falling, but the
Hmm.
ability to rise each time he falls.
Yeah.
Then one of the greatest politicians Nigeria ever produced, late Obafemi Awolowo, he he said something then, and I probably was about 10 years old or thereabout when he made that statement on the podium.
Hmm.
He said, it is not life that matters, but the courage you bring into it.
Yeah.
Now you see, when you see all those things, you take these different things, you put it together, you see that everybody has the ability to succeed in whatever they want to do.
Hmm.
Everybody can succeed in whatever they want to do. But
Yeah.
what is your mindset?
Yeah.
What what are you prepared to do?
Hey.
Hey, baby, say hi to people. Babe,
Hey,
so this
Hello.
is one of the reasons why we do a digital business, because I can have time with my baby while we are doing the business too.
Hmm.
So what am I saying now? If we have the mindset for growth, if we build that resilience, and like Sister you just talked about now, how she had to adapt when she moved Belgium, and I understand what she's talking about because it was basically about the same thing when I
Yeah.
moved to Sweden too.
Mm-hmm.
But then, if we could have that resilience while working or trying to get a job to work for somebody to
Mm-hmm.
build another person's company, why can't we bring up that same resilience, that same never say die attitude, and bring
Mm-hmm.
it into something that we can call our own, that
Mm-hmm.
we can nurture and watch grow to
Mm-hmm.
become something huge.
Yeah.
We initially planned to not stay more than 30 minutes. We actually talked between 20 to
And
30
and it
minutes.
was my idea to say let's not spend too much time, but I
Yes.
was the one who is talking more.
But the truth is this, we want to give out as much information as possible to
As
our viewers.
possible.
And
Yeah.
the reason why we are doing what we are doing now is because we know out there is a mother, there is a single mother, there's a single father, there are singles, people who are single, not married yet, who are tired of living from paycheck to paycheck, who are looking for alternative means of getting extra income streams.
Yeah.
We are offering this opportunity. We are not just here to fill up the airspace. We are here to let you know that there are things you can do that don't
Mm-hmm.
require you to have a regular brick and mortar business, like they say. The
Yeah.
businesses you can do that is fully 100% internet based and automated, that all you need as your office is a functional laptop
Mm-hmm.
or telephone and a good internet connection.
Yeah.
Now, in everything you do in life, there is risk,
Mm-hmm.
but when you have a calculated risk, then it is not as bad as when you don't have a calculated risk. Now,
Yeah.
start an online business that we are talking about means you having a calculated risk, which will guarantee you success. Now,
Mm-hmm.
you have to have, for you to jump into this business that we're talking about, you have to have that investment mindset. Look at what, read, if you're a Christian, please read Ecclesiastes 11:2. Read what even the Bible says. Now, life is what you choose to make out of it. So
Absolutely.
you want to continue to work, by all means, though, if it's not everybody has a business mindset. I know
Yeah.
that for certain, not everybody.
Not every. I
Not
agree.
everybody can hold or stomach the things you have to go through for your business to be successful, the
Mm-hmm.
sleepless night that you have to do. But at the end of the day, you are going to reap the reward. That is what people see. Nobody says what you put into it. So,
Yeah.
like I said, we initially planned to stay just 30 minutes today, but we are very close to 40 now. We want us to just call it a day for today. Mr. UJ, can you just say a few words to round up?
Okay, so yeah, you've heard what we said. Having being resilient in your business and having an investment mindset. Perhaps you're thinking, is this really real? I know it's possible to be skeptical, to have the doubt. Do your due diligence. I did my due diligence, right? If you resonate with us, this is our website. Log into our website, watch the 90-minute video, gather your information that will be the basis of building a foundation, a knowledge foundation to help you make an informed decision. And when you make an informed decision, then you come in and see for yourself. You will be asked to pay a fee of about 149 US dollars. It is totally refundable within 30 days. So you have like 1 month to do your feasibility studies, to do your due diligence and your research to know if this is a thing for you or not. So we are hoping that we have inspired you and looking forward to see you on the inside.
Yes, and just to add a little to that before we get to the 90s, we have 30 seconds more. Please, it is very important that you put in your correct names and email address. If you
Yeah,
put in a fake name just because you want to get information, if you do decide to go ahead with it, you will have difficulties. And if you put in wrong email address or fake email address, we will not be able to reach you with the information that you will need. So please, we
yeah,
have nothing to do with your email address or your informations. We just want to give
Mm-hmm.
information that will help you make a conscious decision.
Yeah.
Until we come your way next time, so I want to say a very big thank you for being with us, and hope we didn't bore you with the much talking we did today. And yes, Mr. Yuji, can you say bye-bye to our viewers today? Have a lovely
Bye,
evening.
everyone. Thank you for
Bye-bye.
your time. Bye.
Bye-bye.